This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the Knicks. We keeping the foot on the what? On the Knicks. Let's talk about it, man. Showbiz, the adult, showbiz, boxing, pizza talk, whatever the fuck you want to call them, man. This is the problem with certain YouTube boxing content creators. They're more fans than they are content creators. Let me say it again. They are more fans than they are content creators, and they're prisoners of the fucking moment. And they're giving you misinformation. We're not going to sit here and act like we didn't watch All Access episode 1. And we saw that Errol Spence has what all athletes at the highest levels, let me say it again, all athletes at the highest levels have, which is a nutritionist. He has a nutritionist. And the nutritionist basically said, when I first got with him, this guy literally starved himself. And now he's with me. He has 24/7 around the clock nutrition, proper nutrition to keep him at a scientific level, functioning at the highest levels. How the fuck is that weight drain? Your Rudy Poo and Plum brain. Your classic dope and troglodyte. You ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. This is why I call these guys ultra fanboys. They think he knows everything is an ultra fanboy. That is ultra fanboy behavior. That is ultra fanboy rhetoric. When you take something that is simple, something that people do as top athletes, and you run with a narrative. You create a narrative out of it. Where in any aspect of it did they say that Errol Spence was weight drained? It is normal for fighters as they age and they are in the same weight class. It is harder and harder for them to make weight. Is that weight drain? Because when you're weight drained, you're usually weight drained at the weigh-in. You usually look weight drained at the weigh-in scale. Your Rudy Poo and Plum brain again. Your classic dope and troglodyte again. Your ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric again. This is the problem with these brain full of mush and brainwashed dodo heads. They spew nonsense. Weight drain is a term that is given to boxers. Let me explain this. Devin Haney is weight drained. He looks fucking weight drained when he steps on the fucking scale because he blows up, puts on way too much fucking weight. And when you see him on the fucking weight scale, he looks weight drained. The last 2 times that Errol Spence was weight drained was in the Mikey Garcia fight and the especially Sean Porter fight because he blew up way too much weight. He didn't blow up no weight in no Danny Garcia fight. He didn't blow up no weight in no Dennis Ugas fight, and he damn sure is not blowing up no weight in this fight. So when you show a picture of Errol Spence in the background, that is not a guy that's blown up. Let me show you the difference between a blown up version of Errol Spence. Look at the background in the Mikey Garcia fight and look at Errol Spence now. So don't spew no narrative to say that Errol Spence is weight drained because you're basically a Terence Crawford fanboy man crush. We get it. Guys that root for Terence Crawford, they don't root for Terence Crawford because they erroneously think that he can win. They root for Terence Crawford because just like you, they're paying attention to his dick print. We got a guy named Big Tyrone 720 that was on my live stream yesterday that explained why Budman fans love Terence Crawford. It has nothing to do with boxing. It has everything to do with their holes being filled. Let me say it again. It has nothing to do with boxing. It has everything to do with their holes being filled. Men are not men anymore these days. So we get it. Showbiz, showbox, pizza talk. You want Terence Crawford to fill your fucking holes. We get it. So this is why you're spewing this narrative to say that Errol Spence, and it's a false narrative variation. It is a false narrative aspect, and it is a false narrative in line with what it is. False and bullshit to try to sit here and say that Errol Spence is weight drained. There's nothing about him that is weight drained. What is very simple and what is very easy to understand, because what's understood doesn't need to be explained, is that he has hired a nutritionist. He's an athlete at the highest levels. Athletes at the highest levels do this shit like taking a fucking shit. Let me say it again. Athletes at the highest levels do this shit like taking a fucking shit. So now he's weight drained because what? He's eating properly. He's eating proper nutrition. Do you even fucking know what proper nutrition is? Have you ever even trained in your fucking life? Do you even know what training is all about? Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense and go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. I keeps the foot on the what? On the Knicks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the Knicks. When it's all said and done. P.S. Terence Crawford fanboy man crushes, they're not here for boxing. They done told you. They are waiting for Terence Crawford to get to the weigh-in so that they can look at Terence Crawford's nether region. This is why I told boxers, have 24/7 around the clock bodyguard. Let me say it again. Have 24/7 around the clock bodyguard for guys like Showbox Pizza Talk. Because he's too busy wanting to see your fucking dick print. Aubrey keeps the foot on the what? On the Knicks. Aubrey keeps the foot on the what? On the Knicks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.